It's about possibilities.
It's about an iPad for every student.
It's about scenery.
It's about teamwork.
It's about opportunity.
It's about reaching goals. It's about lemonade.
It's about dedication.
It's about bubbles.
It's about them.
It's about fishing.
It's about flying kites.
It's about an iPad for every student.
Isn't it about time you considered Barnesville? Visit it'saboutbarnesville.com.
It's an iPad for every student. This quote has been pounded into the heads of students and staff and parents in the Barnesville, Minnesota School District for about the past year. On April 16, 2012, the Barnesville School District approved the Move 21 iPad initiative. This changed the education of all students in the Barnesville area. Therefore, I have chosen Barnesville's Move 21 initiative for my artifact project. This initiative connects to me personally for a few reasons. The first reason is I am a Barnesville alumni. I graduated from Barnesville in 2011, a little over a year before the initiative was approved. But during my senior year, they were giving a select group of teachers iPads for a trial run. I also have a younger sister who is a sophomore at Barnesville High School. She is directly affected by the initiative. She has her own school-issued iPad filled with apps and podcasts that get her through her school day. The last reason why I am so interested in this artifact is because Barnesville is not the first, nor is it the last, school to incorporate technology into the classroom. Technology is on the rise, and it will be something that I will have to incorporate into my classroom. Some schools have more technology than others. Therefore, it is important to be informed as much as possible on movements like Barnesville's Move 21 initiative. Before we can fully dive into the Move 21 initiative, we have to ask ourselves, how did we get here? Technology has been around for years. During the last years of the 15th century, the printing press was invented, which created more available print. And then the Industrial Revolution happened, and these both created an advancement in technology. During these time periods, the literacy rates skyrocketed. We then move into the Industrial Age. This is where Americans began to view education differently. It meant to create a society that came from the belief that education educated students so that we could have an educated citizenry that could uphold the individual freedoms. We move about 100 years into the future. This is when the U.S. was one of the largest industrial powers. The view of education then began to shift to one based off of factories. Children would go in and they would come out. They would come out into shaped products that met the demands of the standards of life. We then fast forward to the 1990s, where the personal computer and the internet came into being. These creations brought endless possibilities into the sector of education. Because of this, a commission of experts was created in 1991 by the Secretary of Labor to see what skills were needed to be a productive member of the workforce, and to also see if the schools were meeting these needs. Through this study, it was realized that the industrial model of schooling, a model made a century earlier, had now outlived its usefulness. There has always been a connection between education and technology. Society's tools and the means of learning, especially today. Technology is everywhere. We use it in our schools, we use it in the workplace, and we use it for entertainment. These learning tools give us the ability to equip students with the skills that they need for their everyday lives. Simply having a couple of computers in the back of the room will no longer make the cut when it comes to educating our students. Standards. As educators, these are the things that we have to constantly think about. How are standards affected by movements like Move 21? Also, do they affect our teaching goals? How we are in relationship to technology changes our relationship with information. Therefore, it changes our goals. You can Google anything. Teachers are no longer the information givers, and they are not the assessors or the giver of grades. Why would you give a lecture or write notes when you can find the information on search engines like Google or Bing, or simply type it into a journal database? Technology places another expert into our classrooms, and because of this, the role of the teacher has been changed. We are no longer the giver and the keeper of information. We are the ones coaching, supervising, and facilitating, and becoming learning partners with our students. This instruction is given through a technologically advanced classroom, where kids and technology work together to learn. Teachers are no longer answering questions. Rather, they are helping students find what is needed in order to accomplish their tasks